Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Just like the first speaker said rightly, looking at the technology we use most times to run effective marketing. Now, we've heard about products, heard about products being in form of service or being in form of goods from the first speaker. Now, I know you've heard about online marketing, you've heard about digital marketing, you've heard about internet marketing, web marketing, all of them are the same thing. Now, what we're just doing here is you're bringing in your products or your services, your goods, you're turning them into content. You're turning them into content, and then you're trying to share it with the world, believing that your customers come from there. Now, to do this, you have laid down layouts, you have technology that we use to work all these things out. So let me first introduce myself before I go in deeply into what I have for you today. I'm Isibor Osebor. I've known Victor for over 20 something years. And presently I'm a computer scientist and also a lecturer by profession. So we're looking at content marketing. I'm sorry I didn't finish all my slide on time. I would have shared it, but I'll probably still push it along to Victor later on today. Now, we're looking at turning your products, your service into content, because you can't share your products, that's your service or your goods now, to share them on the internet, you have to first of all turn them into content. And that is what I'm here for, to just show you how you do some of these things. Now, content marketing is just you trying to focus on creating and distributing your products, making them valuable, making them relevant, and at the same time doing them consistently for you to be able to attract customers online. Now, the requirements you need, the requirements you need to be able to do these are the devices, looking at your mobile device, that's your phones, your pads, your laptops, your PCs. Then you're looking at storage devices. Because when you talk about turning your product into content, that means you need storage devices like a memory card, your flash drive, or your external hard drive to store most of these things. Then you need internet access, very important. That's the backbone for these technology transformations. You need internet access, and then at the same time, you now also need the softwares, which I call here the tools you need to transform your product into content. Now, your content can be in the form of blog posts. Your content can be in the form of ebooks. Your content can be in the form of podcasts. Your content can be in the form of blogs, videos, pictures, images, GIF images. You're looking at discussion themes. You're looking at tweets. You're looking at social media updates. You're looking at slideshows, presentations. You're looking at interviews or guest posts. You're looking at white papers. We're even looking at events too. So how do we go about all this? Just know that you need to every now and then when you're trying to turn your products into content to be shared online, you have to take the instance that you're doing that to serve your customers. You're doing that to attract new ones. You're doing that also to convert customers that are with your competitors to come over to where you are. And then you're also doing that you also need that to retain the customer base that you built over time, and also to keep on engaging your customers. You do all this at the same time. To serve, you're putting your content online to serve, to attract, to convert, to retain, and also to engage your customers over time. All right. Now, one thing you should get to know is that these things are not difficult. You don't need to spend too much to get these things done. That's to get your products, turn it into a content, and then push it on the internet. Because the platforms are already there for you to push them in. Now, you don't need to create a platform to push those things up in there already. If you have videos that you transform your products into a video content, YouTube is there to house it. You don't need to build your own server anymore. Those servers are already there. They're already out there. If you transform your products into a slideshow content, you have SlideShare. SlideShare is waiting for you to work all that. Now, I know you already have ideas about these social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, because presently we have 7 or 6 of them that are on top that have every month a billion users. I have Instagram on the top of the list. I have YouTube, I have Facebook, I have Twitter, I have TikTok, I have Pinterest, even WhatsApp, their status. They now have over a billion users every month. So imagine you have a billion audience to share your content with, and that's something big. You know how to share already. You know how to use all these platforms. So I'm not here to teach you how to use these platforms. You already know how to use these platforms. You know how to use Instagram. Most of you are on YouTube. You have your YouTube channel already running. Most of you are on Facebook. You have a Facebook account running. I believe some of you even have a Facebook page running on Facebook. You have your Twitter page running on Twitter. So you have a Twitter account already. And then TikTok account, Pinterest account for your website, for those who have business websites. Now, when you talk about content, we now need to break it down. We have video contents, we have slide contents, we have image contents, we have audio contents. How do you create these things? How do I transform my products into a content or a type of content? I said before that you need your mobile device or your PC. Your PC or mobile device can do all these things. All you need is the software to create those things. Now, the first thing is whatever device you're going to be using must be attached to a camera. Your phone already has a camera, so you can shoot videos with it. You can take pictures with them. Now, your laptop could come with a camera also. You can do the same thing with them. If they don't have a camera, you can have a dedicated camera to do all that. Now, the reason why people have dedicated cameras is so they could be able to take high definition pictures or high definition videos to make it easier and at the same time clearer for people to get to engage with their own posts. All right. Now, when you look at the softwares we're looking at here, the first one I want to talk about is Canva. If you're trying to transform, you're looking at for how to get your products into a video content or into an image content or into whatever content you want. Canva serves a very big serves that purpose in a very big way. Canva is Canva. It has an Android app, it has an iOS app, it also has a desktop app that you can install on your desktop and use. As a matter of fact, when I teach desktop publishing to some of my secretarial studies students, most times after teaching them with Adobe Premium, after teaching them with Microsoft Publisher, which is for desktop, transforming product into desktop content, what I do is I teach them Canva. Canva is good for mobile. Canva is good for mobile. On your phone, with Canva, you can transform pictures into different things. You can create images, you can create cards, you can create complimentary cards, you can create banners, you can create posters, you can create a whole lot of things. As a matter of fact, with Canva now, the updated version, you can create videos, short videos, GIF images, that's moving images. You can create videos with Canva. And once you're able to do that, they now have a share button where you can share it directly from Canva to any of the social platforms you belong to. Now, I use Canva and I teach people how to use Canva. So easy. It doesn't take too much time. All you need is just to install the app from Play Store or Apple, from Google Play Store, Apple Store, and then you're good to go. Or you have it on your device, your laptop, install it or download it online, and then you're good to go with it. Now, I have some other names here that you can actually use. Most of these tools I'm mentioning, they are almost free. And if you want advanced features, that means you have to pay for some premium. But presently, most of them are free, almost free for the main things you want to do in there. Except maybe you now want to do some more advanced stuff, That's when you now need to pay for the premium part of it. I have Visme, that's VISME. I have Easil, EASIL. I have a Crello, CRELLO. I have Stencil, STENCIL, and I have a Pic Monkey, that's PIC, then Monkey together, just one word. Now, these tools will allow you to create content, either in the video format or in a picture format. Most of my posters, if you ever come across any of my posters for training and all that, all of them are done on Canva. I can be on the road and they will just pop up like, oh, I can take this training right now, maybe the next 2 weeks. I'll just sit on my Canva and within a few minutes, I'm done. Just make sure you have the necessary images available, your logo, your business logo, your business address tag and all that. And then you create what you want to create and then attach those logos and it's good. You can import images from anywhere and put it into whatever Canva template you're using and then you're good to go also. Now, another one that I have that has always been useful for me that I've always been teaching us how to use is Camtasia. Camtasia is spelled CAMTASIA. Camtasia is more of an app or a tool that we use to create video tutorials and presentations. Like now, if I wasn't going to be chance to come to look as if I'm online. You understand what I'm saying now? So what Camtasia does is just to allow you to create video tutorials and presentations directly via screencast. That is, it works almost like a screen recorder. Not really like a screen recorder, but almost like a screen recorder. Because it's going to take the specific parts you want and then the voice. As a matter of fact, you can record a video on Camtasia, remove the voice, and maybe the voice, probably you voiced it in English, and you want the same video to be used by someone else. You remove the voice, that's the audio part of it, and create another. Camtasia allows you to create voices in different languages, and then you attach it to the video again. So that means you can actually create video adverts, the same video advert with different languages. That is in different audio languages. So I can have a video advert, one video advert, and then I'll have different audio languages on that same video. So once I'm sending it to an English audience, maybe I'm selling my product to a particular client and they speak the particular language that is English, attach the English audio to it. That's what they see. Now, if I have an audience that speaks only Yoruba or Hausa or Igbo, all I just do is attach the English or that particular language audio to the video, and that's what they hear. So when they play the video, what they hear is the language that I've attached to it. That's what Camtasia allows you to do. And I do that a lot. When I do tutorial videos, like my YouTube channel, when I do tutorial videos, you go there, you see different programming videos that I've done with different languages. And most times you don't need to speak these languages. It's not you speaking the languages, speaking all these languages. I voice it in English, and then I look for someone who can voice Hausa, and I play the English version to the person. And what the person does is translate, and then I put it up in there. I get someone who can speak in Yoruba, and they do the same thing, and I put it there. So that's Camtasia for you. Now, if you don't want to use Camtasia, I have other tools you can use for that. That's I have Loom, LWM. I have Xvid, that's EZVID. I have ScreenFlow, that's SCRENFLOW, and I have Wondershare. Wonder and Share, that's Wondershare, one word. So this works a lot for you when it comes to editing videos. Camtasia is basically for videos. So if Canva can't do the kind of video you want, Camtasia will do it. As a matter of fact, for most of those clients I've had that wants to learn how to run video skits, comedy skits, and all that. And I've taught lots of people on how to run comedy skits and all that. All those comedy skits you watch on Instagram, yeah. I have lots of people coming here that I take lessons on, and I teach them how to do those things on Camtasia. Canva won't do that. Camtasia can do that. Then the next one is when it has to do with passing urgent messages across, and that has to do with using bulk SMS. Now, your normal SMS on your app, on your phone or your device, don't need internet. All it needs is for you to recharge your operator, and then you're able to send SMS. But for bulk SMS, you need internet access. So most times you need to download the bulk SMS app, and from there you're able to share whatever it is you want to share. So you can create content for your bulk SMS. Bulk SMS allows the same number of characters like your SMS. But the only difference here is that I can send the same message to a whole number of people. You can't do that ordinarily with normal SMS, because normal SMS has the quantity of phone numbers you can send messages to at the same time, and also you don't have to come back, and if you want to send it to a larger number of people, you have to come back and redo them. But for bulk SMS apps, you have the liberty to load it up with all the numbers you have. 2, you can time the message when you want the message to get delivered to them. 3, you can decide to get feedback from the people to know whether they received it or not. So from there, you get all those things all up. Bulk SMS has been one of those big things you can use to reach a large audience, and it's cheap. It's cheap. If you buy in bulk, most times you end up sending each message at maybe 2 naira or 1 naira. The normal SMS you're sending it at 4 naira around. I think so. Now, the bulk SMS I use most times and I recommend is multi-texter. Multi-texter, you see it on Play Store, you see it on iOS or iOS Store also. Multi-texter is multi and then texter, TXTR. Then I have Ayoba. Many people use Ayoba also. Ayoba is very good, AYOBA. It's very good too when it comes to SMS. Now, apart from creating videos, creating using all these tools, which you can do by yourself, is very easy. All these tools I'm mentioning, they are tools you don't need extra training for. You don't need to go to school to learn it. Just where you are right now, just download them, and then you get video tutorials on how to use them. That's it. You're good to go. You can start doing that. If you don't want to do that, you can employ someone, just one person, to be doing all that for you. That is create content that you're sharing. You can't share what you've not created. And you can't keep on copying people's content and sharing them. You have to create your own content. And that's where I'm coming to what we call the hashtag, which is where I'm going to be cutting my discussion today. The hashtag. We talked about lots of things, sharing things on social media, sharing videos. I talk about content right now. Videos, podcasts, blogs, presentation, that slideshows. For slideshows, I just remember now, for slideshows, if you have slides you want to share online, use SlideShare. SlideShare is the most popular slideshow presentation software outside right now. Create your slideshows, push it on SlideShare, and then you just see lots of people engaging. And then you can you can link it up with your social media platform, or link it up with your email address, and then you get lots of things all up in there. Now, another thing is, the last one I'm talking about now is the hashtag. The hashtag is actually what you use, or where you use the hash symbol before a relevant keyword or phrase with no space in between them. And then most times we do this on Twitter, but nowadays it has cut across so many social media platforms. I use it on YouTube, I use it on Facebook, I use it on Instagram, TikTok. So how do you go about this? What you're trying to do is trying to create something that is organically traced to you. So the one I'm talking about here is in 2 folds. I have the brand hashtag and I have the event hashtag. I have the brand hashtag and I have the event hashtag. The brand hashtag is used to represent your brand consistently on Twitter. So create that from your brand, the name. And the last one is just event hashtag for different events you're doing for your own brand. So I think I'll cut it off here. Then I'll hand over to Victor. Thank you very much for this time. So I appreciate it.